Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Dinkar and I welcome each and every one of you in this session. I hope everybody is doing great, feeling healthy and fine. So once again, welcome to our RBI Grade B 2023 top news coverage. And as you all know that we are running this important series to all of you and we are covering the very important top newses which are there for your RBI Grade B examination. So once again, I came here to discuss one of the important top news coverage, which is regarding the happiness report. Okay. So hello Kshitij, welcome to the session and a very good news that people you will be having I think today maybe the newspaper notification of the RBI Grade B examination will be 1 minute, okay. So the newspaper notification of RBI Grade B examination may be released today because that is 25th, and in the website they've said that by 25th newspaper notification will be released for the RBI Grade B examination. Okay, so we have a lot of series are there for say again we'll be just checking whether we have to continue the PIB series or not. So based on the support of all of you, we will be deciding like whether we have to continue it or not. But since the grade B notification is going to be out today, so let's see. I think we may start the PIB series again. Yeah, Nilesh, we are looking forward for it. Thank you so much for the love that you have shown. We will be looking forward for it, and sure we will be doing that. And we may continue both the series, that top news coverages and PIB notifications. Okay. So hello Kshitij and hello Nilesh. Welcome to the session, and we'll be discussing today our word happiness report. So let's start with our session, and if anybody has anything to ask, please ask me right now. And before starting the session, please like the session if possible. Thank you. I think everybody has done that. Very good. We'll be discussing this report in detail. Okay. Now, so this is our big grade B 2023 examination top news coverage. And today we'll be discussing regarding the World Happiness Report 2023. Right. So this is the report front that looks like World Happiness Report. So this is the front page of that report. Okay. And there are many countries, one of the happiest countries are there. So this report came like on around like it has been released earlier also, but the data is from April 11, 2023. So let's start. World Happiness Report 10 years before the report have been start publishing around 2012. Okay, and during that time only the UN General Assembly UNGA, okay, has adopted a resolution that is called 66 by 281 resolution, and they said that 20th March is going to be observed as International Day of Happiness. Okay, so now we have taken certain parameters like how we are going to find out like what is the meaning of happiness, what is the meaning of sadness, or whatever it is. So we have to find out some of the important parameters in which we have to find out this happiness. This is all about. Okay, so now, like the consensus is growing among the countries about how happiness should be measured because most of the countries are having these kind of parameters. If the parameters are proper, then the countries are in the same uh, uh, track. Okay, so consensus has been growing that yes, the parameters are okay and there is no problem with that. And now we will be able to find out like how we are going to measure the happiness and how we are going to make sure that these parameters remain intact with for a longer time. Okay, so this word happiness report, this is a survey. Okay, it is like a survey that measure the happiness or the well-being of different people of the different countries. Okay, here the important thing you have to note, it is published by United Nations Sustainable Development Solution Network, that is called STSN. Okay, Sustainable Development Solution Network. Okay, and they take the data from where they take the data. They take the data from the Gallup World Pools, and some other resources are there, but the maximum data comes from Gallup World Pool. So they take the pools, they take the various type of survey, they goes to the country, they ask the people regarding the various things, and based on that they make that reports and survey. Okay, why this report is important? First of all, you should know it provides a comprehensive and objective measure of happiness. Okay, properly it provides like under this report what is the criteria in which places the people are lagging behind and everything. Okay, because of that, the policy maker, those who are making the law and various policy, those who are making, they can identify the various area like where they are doing good and where they have to improve the things. Okay, then it also highlights the various factors beyond just economic growth. It is not only economic growth which they have to measure. There are various other measures also which led to the happiness or happiness of the well-being, like whether proper social support is being given or not, whether proper freedom is giving or not, whether person are having trust in the government or not. Okay, then it this report encourages country to prioritize the happiness and well-being. Okay, these are the key goals. Okay, so this report said they do not simply focus on the economic growth, focus on the economic growth, but those do not solely focuses on the economic growth, make the priority of happiness and well-being. Okay, so that you can have a more balanced and more sustainable policy. You can make the more balanced and more sustainable policy you can make, right? It also help in raising the awareness about the mental health of the people. Okay, so that people there should be a reduction in the stigma around the mental health issue, because this is one of the major issue. This is the major issue that is happening throughout the world right now. Okay, then this report tells the people, tells the global conservations and policy decision related to the and this report's data is also utilized in achieving the sustainable development goals, right? Human well-being goals are there. So this report data is also utilized because there are parameters in which the people have to work together in order to achieve the sustainable development goal. So this is the importance of this report. Now, from what is the methodology? First of all, they have to go and do the survey. Okay, survey is taken from the Gallup World Pools is there. Okay, they go to the people, they they talk to the people around the range of questions are there. Okay, the questions related to your well-being, question related to your happiness, question related to your life satisfaction, emotional well-being. Okay, around 150 countries are the participant countries in that. Okay, and they just take the sample of the population and they ask the questions from those people, and then survey report is being published. Then variables are there. Okay, variables of happiness are like economic factors are there. Okay, like GDP per capita, income per capita, social support, freedom, freedom of doing the thing, freedom of doing business, freedom of speech, and all those things are there. Trust in the government is one of the factor, generosity, and corruption. So these are the variables under which the questions are being made. Based on this question, we decide what is the word happiness index over there. Then weight. What is the weight that we are providing to each and every variable? Okay, so the weight of different variable is different on the basis of the individual contribution. Like social support is being given the higher weight than the perception of corruption. Okay, so weightage is also different. So if we see over here, there are various variables are there. For every variable, the weight has been assigned differently. Okay, so we can see that social support has been given higher weight. Okay, then regression analysis is being done. Regression analysis, so this analysis help in identifying the factors which have a greatest impact on happiness. Okay, that is called regression impact. And then composite score. Okay, composite score, like once you have done the regression analysis, each country is given the score. Okay, score, overall comparison score has been given for the overall happiness. This is what the methodology they follow, right? So this report is being released by United Nations Sustainable Development Solution Network. Okay, and since 2012 it is being released, World Happiness Report. Okay, so this is the 20th World Happiness Report of 2023, right? So annually it is being released since 2012. March 20th is being taken as the International Day of Happiness. Okay, so normally they take the data from the 150 countries. Okay, and this year the report has ranked 136 countries. Okay, earlier the report has taken 150 countries, but because of some issues that are happening in various countries, the report is taking only 136 countries. Okay, so they have they assign the happiness score. Okay, and they take the normally average of the data for the period of 3 years. 3 years period, जैसे अगर अभी 2023 है, so they normally take from 2020, 20, 21, 20, 22, like that. They take the average of that score and they release in the final report. Okay, like that. So 6 key factors are there in which we take the question analysis. Social support, like whether the government is providing proper social support to you or not. Then income, whether you have a better income, good income or not. Then health, freedom, generosity, and absence of corruption. These are the 6 factors are there. These are the 6 things in which questions are being made, and then questions are being asked to the sample population, and then these questions are being analyzed for making the composite score. Right now, from the 6th year till now, Finland has retained the top position. Okay, this is the country Finland over here, has been crowned as the happiest nation. Denmark at the number 2, Iceland at number 3. Okay, so if we go and switching of their places, okay, so Finland entrant, a new entrant in the 20th post there is a Lithuania. Okay, it is Lithuania is here. If you can see over here, Lithuania is here. Okay, so this is the important data regarding the 2023 report. And Afghanistan was ranked as the unhappiest nation. First of all, we have to see a freedom properly. No freedom is there. Corruption, obviously corruption is there. Taliban government is there, but they are known for their dictatorship properties like that. So all these parameters are very low. That is why Afghanistan has been ranked as unhappiest country. Okay, then after that Lebanon is there, then Sierra Leone, then Zimbabwe, and respectively. Okay, normally these are the African countries are there, and Afghanistan is an Asian country. Now India's performance in this report. So India's has got the 126th position out of one happy nation, because this is the lowest post you can get. Being the largest populous country, India has crossed the China and became the world populous country in the world. Okay, India is having 126 position out of 136 position, so it is one of the least happy country. In 2022, if you go by that, India has ranked 136th position out of 146. That means India is just 10 ranks ahead of the last least country. Okay, India even lags behind by Nepal, China, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. So what I say is that for the Nepal, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka, these are the population of these countries are not comparable to India, and these are the countries which have a small area and everything, so they are able to manage it properly. India is the 7th largest country in the world, having the largest population in the world. It takes some time to make the things like social support, health, and everything in a proper way. So India's position is 126th. Unhappy nation. Okay, so 2012 United Nations Sustainable Development Solution Network has launched this under the UN Secretary General. So Sustainable Development Solution Network is taking the integrated approach for implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals, okay, and the Paris Climate Agreement that has been signed in 2050. Okay, so the role of Sustainable Development Solution Network is to implement the Sustainable Development goals, and at the same time also to implement the Paris climate change goals, right? So here is a comparison of the countries. So we'll be going one by one and looking for each and every country like that. Okay, so if we go by the North America, so Canada, in the North America, Canada is the most happiest. Okay, we are doing the comparison. Canada is the most happiest country in the North America, and the least happy is Dominican Republic, and the least happy is Dominican Republic. So while Canada has moved in the last global year, so actually the ranking has been dropped, but still the Canada has been remained. So here it is just above 0.1%. United States is 6.9, US is 6.9, and 7.0 is Canada. So there is not much that much difference is there. Okay, and if you go by these, the southern North American countries are there. El Salvador is there. Okay, so there is the issue of stability. Okay, and life satisfaction is also not that much good, but still the ranking is 6.2, 6.1, like that. Okay, and Dominican Republic is 5.6. Okay, like that. In the list of like from 7.8 is called as the highest ranking. Canada is having 7th ranking, so it is one of the best ranking that you can ever get. That is why people wanted to shift to Canada. Every time people are looking for the Canada visa, because Canada is a very right now it's known as a safe country. Social parameters are also good. It is easy to go over there, and you can have your own business setup over there, and everything you can get it. Okay, so North America overall, so no, sorry, sorry. North America uh, total overall score is 6.3 out of 10. Overall score is 6.3 out of 10. That is the average score of North America, right? So happiest country is Canada, slightly beating the United States. Okay, so Canada scores have actually decreased. Okay, because why the thing is that we there is no thing is that why the person are feeling less satisfied, but inflation and economic uncertainties are there, which are the major role that is playing for the less satisfaction among the people. Okay, there is only one country, that is North America. In the North America, where Nicaragua and Jamaican are there, in which recent development has been shown. Okay, and Jamaicans people are having more, have shown more happiness. In the near future, they are going to be more happiness because the minimum wages are rising by 44%. So they are going to have a more happiest country. Now coming to the South America. In the South America, we have the most happiest is the Uruguay. Uruguay, that is 6.5, and the least happy is Venezuela, that is 5.2. Now coming to the Europe. Now coming to the Europe. Europe is known for the happiest country. Lot of happiest countries are there in the Europe. If we see, the score are 6.3, 7.8, 6.8. Everywhere, if you can see that the scores are very, very good over here. And under that, Finland is having the happiest score. Finland is having the score of 7.8. That is the highest score. That is the highest score. And the least score is of the Ukraine. The least score is of the Ukraine, that is 5.1. Okay, we can also understand the story behind that, because Russia Ukraine war is going on, and because of that they are not able to take the proper parameters. Even Russia is having 5.7 score indexes there. Okay, if you see here, Finland is there, Denmark is there, Sweden is there, Norway is there, Poland is there. Every country is having the score of above 7. Okay, so Europe has some of the world happiest country like Finland, Sweden, and Iceland, because they have repeatedly shown the highest score in the previous years also, and the people are being extremely satisfied. The people are extremely satisfied over there because of their lives. Okay, the questions are being asked, and they are in all the questions they are being extremely satisfied, and because of the invasion, Ukrainians, their happiness is coming down. Obviously, in 1 year, the people have an uncertainty of their life and various other things. Okay, and the purpose is that they don't feel like what is the purpose of their life. They don't have proper freedom. Even Russia score have been the Russia score has slightly increased as compared to the last year, but I don't know why that is happening. But yeah, Russia is showing a little bit of highest score in the near future. Now coming the East Asia and Oceanic region. East Asia, in which China is there, Mongolia is there, India is there, and Southeast Asian country Australia is there, and Oceanic region is there. Okay, so in that we have Australia and New Zealand are being crowned as the happiest country. That is, the score is of having a 7.1 score. Australia and New Zealand. And the least happy country, if we see over here, and the least happy country is India. If we go for East Asia, in the East Asia comparison, we are looking for the East Asia comparison. Russia, India, and Singapore. Singapore is having the score of 6.6, and India is having the score of 4.0. India is having the score of 4.0. That is why India's ranking is 126th out of 136. And Singapore is having 6.6. And for the oceanic region, for the oceanic region, Pacific Ocean, Australia and New Zealand are having the score of 7.1. Okay, and this is one of the highest score that we are having. Now, average score is 5.6, and China has been seen the worthy. China has seen the increase in the score of zero point 0.6 in the recent year, and the score of other Southeast Asian countries are also rising. But again, India is one of the lowest happiness index, and India's score has dropped to minus 0.7. So India has seen the drop in the score of minus 0.47. Now comes the Middle East. Middle East is Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, UAE, and everything. In that, Israel has got the happiest score. Israel has got the happiest score of 7.4. It is because of the security, social protections, security, social protection, corruption, away from the corruption. 7.4 score is having this Israel. Then the least happy country is the Afghanistan, having the score of 1.9. Very bad. Okay. Even see, Pakistan is having a score of 4.6. Pakistan, this is Pakistan. And India is having 4.4. Okay. So if you can see over here that we have UAE is having 6.6, Bahrain is 6.2, Saudi Arabia is 6.5, right? So this is what the comparison is all about. Average score is 5.2, and Afghanistan people are showing a very, very low level of life satisfaction because of the Taliban takeover. Because of the Taliban takeover, the situation of the Afghan peoples is coming more down, and particularly, especially to the woman over there, the life of the women are becoming more miserable in the Taliban controlled Afghanistan. Okay, and then if we go by the conflict, because lot of areas a conflict region over there, Armenia is there, Azerbaijan is there, because there are a lot of conflict is going on in the Nagorno Karabakh region are there. Okay, lot of deaths, let of hundreds of deaths are happening over there. So because of that, the overall score is very, very less in the our Middle East areas, right? Like countries like Syria is there, Yemen is there. Okay, all these countries are there, and Iran is there. Under the Iran, we have economic sanction are being put because of the like nuclear program and everything, and there is various governments are there which have been destabilized in the Middle East region. So because of that, the score are very, very less in the Middle East region. Now comes the last part, that is the African region. If we see there, the African region, no country is having more than, say, score is not there for 6 also. Okay, all the countries are having the score of 5.9 till 5.9. So the maximum score most happy is Mauritius. That is an island country over here. If you can see Mauritius over here, that is an island country. And the least happiest is the Sierra Leone. Okay, that is the least happy. That is the score of Sierra Leone is 3.1. 3.1. That is the least happy. And if you can see that the Libya, Sudan, then South Sudan, Zambia, from here the data cannot be taken. Okay, because, and then Mozambique, these from here the data cannot be taking place, and the government of these area have not allowed to take the data, and these are some of the war-torn countries are there. So the least happy is the average score is 4.4, and the highest happiness score got to Mauritius, and the least happy score has gone to Sierra Leone, right? Then Mauritius is classified as a upper middle income by the World Bank. and this is one of the fastest growing high income market in the world, and obviously it is because of the tourism. It is because of the tourism the country is becoming the fastest growing high income country in the world. Now, Sierra Leone, like is an African country, and again Democratic Republic of Congo is there, and there are few gaps are there, including Burundi are there, because these are some of the called as the poorest country in the world. So some from some countries the data cannot also be taken. Now, what is the criticism? Now, finally, what is the criticism behind these happiness report? Okay, they always measure the particular sample of population, only a sample of population. We don't know about the individual emotional happiness. We don't know about the individual emotional happiness. There is lot of cultural differences around the world. Okay, how the people think, what is their happiness perception. Okay, so happiness perception is also different for different category of the people. If you are taking like only these 1 2 3 points are there, we will see whether you are happy or not. Okay, but if somebody is saying that we are happy by some other factor also, but if you are not counting that factor, so that is also a like a kind of a criticism under that. Okay, so there is a very, very big difference between the life satisfaction between groups within the country and the average out even the nationally represented group. Okay, like within like you don't know like what is this group all about, what is that group is all about. You have taken only a sample of population, and you might have done the biasing under that also. Report acknowledge the inequality as a factor. Okay, because there is a gap, okay, between the most and the least happy of each country. So there is a some criticism are there, but slowly we will be adding some more parameters, so that more inclusive report can be published and each and every person can be counted for. Then we will be having a more comprehensive report. Then we will be having a more comprehensive report with a proper important data, and then we can take the various policy measures. Okay, so this report has become a very, very important tool in order to find out, in providing the people in the and helping the people, helping the policy maker to find out which places we are lagging and what is the well-being of the people, and where we have to identify the various improvements that can be made. Okay, and slowly it is also has taken the world stage to discuss the various type of parameters. It is also taking the world stage regarding the debates, like what is the nature of happiness, what all we have to put under the nature of happiness and everything, and then we are, and what factors are included, and what else we can include in order to have a more comprehensive report over there. Okay, so guys, this is all for today, and thank you so much for joining the session. We have a regulatory Telegram channel. Please do join that. Descriptive link is there in the descriptive box. Regulatory app, please download it. And we are also running a courses, and RBI Grade B 25th April, that is today, the newspaper notification will be released. So please make sure that you join the courses on the proper time and take the maximum benefit out of it. Okay. Always remember, when there is a will, there is a way. So thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care and have a good day.